Today we're going to hear a story about how Jesus healed a man's hand on the Sabbath. Well, one day, Jesus went into the synagogue on a Sabbath day. The Sabbath was a day of rest. But the religious leaders had some very wrong ideas about that day of rest. They thought that since healing someone is a form of doing work, that they shouldn't be doing any healings on the day of rest. When Jesus arrived at the synagogue, he found a man there who had a shriveled hand. So Jesus asked the religious leaders a question. If they had one of their sheep fall into a pit on the day of rest, would they make it stay in the pit the whole day simply because they weren't supposed to do any work on the day of rest? Or would they try and take it out immediately? Jesus knew that everyone would try to take the sheep out of the pit immediately because a sheep is too valuable for it to be left in a pit where it might be injured or even die. Knowing this, Jesus asked them another question. How much more valuable is the life of a person than the life of a sheep? So, it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath day of rest. It is right to heal somebody on the day of the Sabbath. So Jesus told the man to stretch out his hand, and it was completely healed. But this made the religious leaders angry, so they talked about how they could have Jesus punished. And that's the story of how Jesus healed a man's hand on the Sabbath.